Super Yetis are overpowered, but that doesn't mean they can't be stopped. You just need a new style of base that's built to counter this new troop. And that's exactly what I've got for you today. This Town Hall 17 anti-Super Yeti base has been shutting down Super Yeti attacks consistently. So if you're still using your old base and wondering why you can't defend anymore, it's time to make the switch. Let's break it down. The base layout is an anti-3-star setup with the Town Hall completely isolated, not a single building nearby. And that's exactly what makes it so good against Super Yeti blimp attacks. Most attackers go for a clone blimp straight onto the Town Hall. The power of that army comes from the cloned Super Yetis. More clones mean more Yetis, more electromites, more damage, and more buildings taken out. But with no buildings near the Town Hall, those cloned Yetis have nothing to hit. Their value drops instantly. The clone spells get wasted, and the attacker is forced to work harder for the same value. And even if the clone troops try to reach the next layer of defenses, they take longer, giving the defenses more time to shoot them down. That's the whole idea behind the isolated Town Hall setup. And it's not just Super Yetis. This setup also works against clone balloon blimps and air spam hit. Once they land on an empty area, they can't get anything except the Town Hall, and they get shut down before they do any real damage. This base is built by Adnan, one of the best base builders from Blueprint. All his bases have been wonderful. I even posted an anti-RC walk base recently, which was also built by him and did defend great for me. I'll attach that base too if you want to check it out. Now the second key part of the base is the isolated monolith. This defense also has a dead zone around it, which makes it super difficult for troops like Royal Champion, Root Riders, or even the main push to path into it directly. If you've been watching my videos, you know what happens next. If the monolith stays up longer, it deals constant damage to high HP troops. Dragons, Super Yetis, heroes. In one of the replays, you'll see how many Super Yetis the monolith alone deletes. And in another dragon attack, the monolith killed almost half of the army. And to make things worse for the attacker, we've got the spell tower set to poison mode right near it. Once troops step into range, they get slowed down immediately. That buys the monolith even more time to land extra hits. Slower troops mean more damage. Simple as that. The core also features fire spitters. These are hard to reach, but with their long range and splash damage, they shred grouped up troops. Dragons, super witches, root riders, none of them survive long if they're hit while pathing around the core. The damage stacks fast. Now, even though this base is built to stop Super Yeti attacks, don't assume it's weak against Royal Champion charges, because we've handled that too. Take a look at the base and think, where would you send your Royal Champion from? Most attackers will choose either the 430 or 730 side. Now the 430 side has another problem, the Giga Poison, which might kill the Fox early, and that's too risky. So most of them will choose 730 side, and that's where the traps are waiting. We've stacked that zone with giant bombs. If the Fox is with her, it dies early. If she's alone, she takes too much damage. Even if she clears that section, the core remains untouched, which is the most dangerous part of the base. Trying to charge into the Town Hall is just not worth it either. One mistimed invisibility spell, even half a second late, and the Town Hall hits her hard. She slows down, loses HP, and often doesn't get any real value. That part of the base is practically off limits for RC walk. Now let's jump into the replays so you can see exactly how this layout performs in real attacks. First up, we've got a standard Super Yeti spam. The king is dropped from the bottom side to clear the 6 o'clock compartment. He clears it clean, and then the siege barracks is dropped on the left. The Super Yetis are spammed in between. Right away you can see the issue. The base is wide. The attacker uses overgrowth to try and hold the army together, and it works for a bit. But as they hit the back end, they're out of spells. And the back end defenses just tear everything apart. The core crushes the push. Clean defense. Second replay. We've got cloned Super Yeti dragons with a blimp. The queen is setting the funnel at the bottom. Electro dragon funnels on the left. The rest of the army is dropped in the middle. Now the blimp goes for the Town Hall under Warden ability. And this is where the base shines. Even with cloned Yetis, they don't get anything because they land on empty tiles. They get stuck on walls. Electromites can't chain much. Spells are wasted. The rest of the army pushes forward but runs straight into a wall of defenses. Defense locked down. Third replay. Another Dragon Plus clone Electromite hit. This time, the blimp lands in the Expo compartment at 3. Clones are used again, but this time on Electromites, but they get minimal value. Then, the Queen funnels from the bottom, dragons are sent in through the center. Now, this is a risky hit because the Town Hall is far in the back. The army pushes through the core using Warden ability. They make decent progress at first, but once the spells run out and they reach the back end, the scattershots and Town Hall just wipe them. Luckily, a few dragons peel off and snipe the Town Hall, securing the second star, but that's it. The rest of the hit crumbles. Fourth replay, Fireball Super Yeti attack. The Warden starts at the bottom. The Fireball is perfectly placed and clears the entire 430 section. Then the Super Yetis are sent from the 730 entry. Siege Barracks and Queen funnel the left side. The army is pushed right through the core. The King's ability gets great value, and the Yetis make it deep. But as they get to the back end, the poison spell slows them down, and the defenses stack damage. A tornado trap stalls the push just long enough for the core defenses to finish everything off. Another stronghold. Final replay, RC Walk Dragons. Royal Champion is sent into the scatter compartment. Right away, she takes Town Hall hits and is slowed by the poison effect. Invisibility spells are used to keep her alive, but to be honest, she gets a pretty good value still. Now, with the Queen funneling the top side, the dragons are sent toward the Town Hall. It goes down cleanly, but after that, the trouble begins. They reach the back end, and here come the Monolith, CC troops, and raged defenses. The Monolith melts most of the dragons, and the few that are left don't have the support to survive. Hit ends with defenses still standing. Another hold. This base is fully equipped to handle Super Yeti clones, Dragon clone hits, RC walks, and more. If you're tired of getting tripled by clone spam, grab the base link from the description and test it out. You'll see the results right away. If this breakdown helped you, hit like and subscribe. I've got more anti-meta bases coming that you won't want to miss. Good luck in your push, and I'll catch you in the next one.